You and Shaun seem to break up every 3 market days. And in fact, last Sunday you said you are done. Nothing can ever make you go back. They just toasted you small, you went back. What's happening?
I love a girl. I like the boy. I'm feeling the boy. And I'm being very genuine. And I'm getting to know each other. And I'm quite a hot-tempered person. And he too has quite a temper. But we're getting to know each other. Even with my sister, who I love the most, we still fight and we have our ups and downs. So I believe in genuine friendship and relationships. Everything, even in life, everything is not smooth. There are ups and downs. And the more I get to know him, the more I get to love him as a person.
She just dropped the L word.
So guys, Wanni is officially a gone girl. Like, she's drunk in love. She's so neck deep into the love and all of that. She officially declared her love for Shaun. She had said that she loves his personality, and then he is her boyfriend in the house. But he hasn't, popped the question for her to be his girlfriend yet. But then she can as well say that he is her boyfriend in the house. Guys, did you see Ebuka's outfit? I love that outfit. That man is such a gorgeous man, guys. It was looking so yummy, so sumptuous, so delicious. Like, I felt like licking him. But guys, he's a married man, so let me stop whatever drama I am doing, whatever crazy thoughts I have in my head right now. So Ebuka came with love and light. It was just, asking the housemates few questions to gain clarity. He wasn't breaking tables or shaking tables or doing, what he knows how to do best. But before we get into the details of all of that, hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl, Peacey, and this is Bible Peacey. You're especially welcome to my YouTube channel. For new subscribers, special hugs for you. 1 month, I love you. Mwah. For returning subscribers, you guys know I got you. You guys are the real MVP. Peace and love, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please kindly do so. Turn on post notification bell button. Also turns my video up, like my videos, so YouTube can recommend my videos to like minds and new subscribers. Also, comment your thoughts down below. Let's have a brief conversation, and you know the drill. So quickly, let's dive straight into our business of today, because we sure do have a lot to unpack. So this week's live eviction show started with the highlight of this week's activities, the housemates activities all through the week. So far, so good. And then Ebuka came up on stage and started the night with greeting the housemates, and boy, oh boy, the housemates were really excited to see him. I think they love his outfits as well. They could see what I was seeing, what I'm talking about. Okay, quickly, let's get back into it. And he had asked Onyeka about her issue after congratulating her as the first solo head of house, of course, since the division of the housemate, the pairs, the duo dynamics. So he has congratulated her, and then he had asked her about her issue with her sister, her constant fights, and repeated quarrels that she was having with her sister. That why is it that they're always having issues and all of that? And then Onyeka had explained that it doesn't change the fact that they have a bond and they are sisters and they are close. But then Chizoba comes across as being too much, a handful sometimes, and she's always in her head, like she feels as though the world revolves around her. She wants Onyeka to always be there for her when she wants her, which is not going to be possible all the time, because Onyeka was like, each time she had needed her sister like a billion times, and her sister has not been there for her for every of that time that she needed her sister. So it happens, but then whenever Chizoba needs her, she wants her to be there for her all the time, which is impossible. So the earlier she learned to stand on her own, to be by herself, like to come out of her shell and to try to be on her own and not be dependent on other people's leaning on other people's shoulders and everything for support and all of that, the better for her. And then she had gone ahead to clarify all of that. Ebuka then moved on to Sofa to ask him what he meant by him having different friends for different reasons, that he had made mention of that in one of his conversations to Anita, and also he had made mention of that to Suj and to Shaun at some point. And also his conversation with Anita about her not caring and sharing so much with other people that don't actually reciprocate that energy and care so much about her, i.e., Nelly and Suj. And then this young, fine, intelligent gentleman had gone ahead to answer the question in the most diplomatic and smart way possible. He had gone ahead to say that Such doesn't always tell him the honest truth, but instead he tells him things that he feels like Tofa will want to hear to make him feel good about the situation, not make him feel good about whatever the case is. More or less like he's more like a brother to him. But then Shaun, on the other hand, will tell him the honest truth without sugarcoating anything. Like he does not butter him up like Suj will. He will tell him the honest truth as it is, and then that is the reason why he goes to Shaun for advice, relationship advice, and all of that. And then Ebuka had asked him that, "Are you trying to say Suj is not an honest person or Suj lies a lot to you?" And I was like, "No, that they shouldn't get him wrong. That the thing is that Suj will always tell him good things that he feels like Tofa will want to hear to make him feel good about the situation and lighten up the situation, lighten up the case. But Shaun will tell him the honest truth, like hit the nail on the head and tell him plain blank period. He's very blunt with it. He doesn't care if he hurts his feelings or whichever way it is. He just says it as he sees it. So Ebuka had said, fair enough, like the answer was fair enough. And he had told Tofa that he was going to come back to him before the ad break because there was actually no time for Tofa to answer the second question, the Anita part. So while they went on ad break, before they went back on, Ebuka went back on stage, the housemates were jokingly telling Tofa, okay, answer the second part. And they were all laughing about it, that since there is no time for you to answer it, and Ebuka says he's coming back, before he comes back, Sud should answer the second part and tell them the second part. Like, should tell them about the second part, which was so hilarious because why do you want this young man to expose himself and open his yansh? Like, if not you, you're not going to do him. So, I beg, leave Tofa alone. So, after the ad break, Ebuka had come back to ask Chizoba the same question he had asked her sister, Onyeka. And Chizoba had said she had answered in the most confused way that and it's not like that, like they said this and that she likes to counter their opinion and counter this one, she likes to, they had an issue regarding another thing that it's actually different from the issue she had with Mbadwe twins, and but she's working towards it. And then Ebuka had asked her that, okay, you had actually lashed out at Ben for coming to check up on you because you had said that you had told him countless times that when you're upset, you don't like people checking up on you or asking you if you're okay or coming immediately to come and meet you. You like to cool off, and when you're okay, your temper is down, then they can now come to you and talk to you. And then she was like, yes, that's what she told you. And Ebuka was like, but that was not the same thing you said to the Mbadwe twin. You I told them that you like to have them around, them calming you down and all of that. When you're upset, you like it when they come around you. And then it's a look on Ben's face for me. He was surprised, like, really? You told these people those things? Guys, sis was just busy contradicting herself. Even the housemates were even laughing at her at some point. Like, she was like, yeah, that she says that she doesn't actually like it when people come to her immediately when she's angry. Like, immediately it just happen when the earth is still fresh and all of that. But then after a few minutes, like maybe 3 to 5 minutes, when she has cooled off, then she likes it when they are around, checking up on her to know if she's okay, like trying to calm her down and cool her off. And I was like, sister, yeah, it happens sometimes, but then our gender will never know. Like, I don't even understand. This minute you want to be left alone, and at the same time you don't want to be left alone. Hmm? Ebuka had moved on to Suj to ask him the same question that he had asked Tofa. And he had told him, Mr. Diplomatic, I hope you don't answer this one this time around in a diplomatic way as usual. And they laughed about it. And so Suj had answered the question that initially he didn't rub off on him in a good way. The fact that his paired partner, his close guy that they came into the house together. You should have a level of closeness before you can actually come into the house to play a game worth this much amount of money. And then that yeah, he came into the house, and he was surprised that whenever Sofa has issues, Sofa does not come to him to talk to him about it. He goes to Shaun instead, and he had confronted him about it. And Sofa had told him that he has different friends for different things. And then later on, when they had the conversation about it, Tofa had explained better that he doesn't really tell him the truth. Like, he only tells him what he wants to hear, and he has repeated the same thing. And then he understood better that now they have an understanding about it, and he's cool with it. They've had a conversation, and they are okay. They are in a good place. They are cool with each other, with whatever Tofa is doing, whatever is going on, and all of that. Then I said, okay, then how about your issue with Nelly? Like, she specifically told you directly, like she blatantly told you that you don't like her, and she had said it repeatedly. So Suj had said that it was just a misunderstanding, that she was just saying it from that Nelly was saying it from a place of hurt, and all of that. But now they are good, they sorted it out. And Ebuka was like, hmm, okay. Like, he wasn't convinced, and it was so funny because the entire house started laughing because we know that Suj is always like, Ebuka did not buy the answer. Like, he was like, okay, again with your diplomatic answer, answering the question and not answering it at the same time. No problems. Ebuka was just giving us love and light, peace, cool vibes, chilled vibes, no table shaking tonight, no, house shaking and setting the house on fire and bombing Big Brother's house, setting Big Brother's house ablaze. So then he had moved on to Andy to ask Andy about the way she's been. She's been a bit laid back, and um finding it difficult to move on. Her and her sister, they've been having conversations about eviction, and if what will happen if one of them eventually gets evicted, now that they've divided them, no more dual dynamic, they've divided them. They are no longer playing the game as paired partner, but now as individuals. And are finding it difficult to adjust, and she has crawled into her shell. She hasn't been doing much. That why is it that she's not focusing on moving forward in the game as an individual, and focusing more on herself, trying to build herself and find herself, and all of that, instead of dwelling on the division part and the separation part, and how it has rubbed off negatively on them. And because of her closeness with her sister, and they are a twin, and as well they are also a pair in the house, and they came into the house together to play the game. Like, she has been finding it difficult to adjust. And then she had explained that it's all about the division and all of that, and also the fact that they are all up for eviction. And if peradventure she survives tonight's live eviction, that she's going to buckle up and work on that, moving on in the game, like next week. And he was like, okay, that's fair enough. He then asked Wanni about Shaun. So Ebuka was like, Wanni, you and Shaun, you guys fight like almost all the time. Like, it's more or less like every Eke market day. And for this last fight, it was kind of a lot. And then you had vowed and said that you were never gonna get back to him. You're never gonna sort things out with him. That's the end. You're over. You're over. You're done with it. And one he had answered and said, I'm such a lover girl. We spoke about it, and we got it sorted out. And she likes the guy a lot, and it's not her fault that is who she is. It's not her fault that she's such a lover girl and she likes him. She loves him so much, and that is where she had used the L word. And Ebuka was like, let's take it back a bit. Did you just use the L word? And she had said yes, that she loves this person, this kind of person. And he was like, okay, so does that mean you guys are now exclusive? Like, you can say that he's your boyfriend. And she had said, yes, he is her boyfriend in the house, even though he hasn't popped the question yet. And at this point, I was like, Otilo, Wanni, you are gone. Guys, trust the cameraman to carry the camera to Shaun's face to capture his facial reaction, his facial expression. And man was just laughing. Like, what's funny, nigga? What's funny? What's in the funny you? So Ebuka had questioned OC lastly about his closeness with Chizoba, and also about the conversation that he had with Chizoba in a bid to reconcile her with her sister Onyeka. And if it doesn't feel as though um his interference, him trying to reconcile them and trying to make them, talk to each other and settle things, sort things out with each other, is not in a way forced, and if he's not actually like coming in between them, something like that. And then he was like, no, he doesn't think that way. Like, how is he responsible for their issue, or coming in between them, or whatever it is? And as for the closeness, yes, the closeness is there, and he sees them as a sister. And like, he kept his answer very brief and short, and no plenty talks. So finally, Ebuka had announced that there was no eviction for the night, and the housemates were so excited about it. They were like screaming and shouting, "I told you, I told you, I told you." More or less like they predicted no eviction for tonight, and it came to pass. So, shalom. Let's take it back to the highlights of the Saturday night bedo, the Saturday night party. It was a banger, guys, courtesy of DJ Big Hen. The housemates were just vibing and dancing. The party was lit. It was superb. It was spectacular. We saw the likes of Kelly Ray whining and grinding and grabbing Andy. He even lifted her leg up to whine and grind on her. Guys, immediately the cameraman had taken the camera to Cassia's face for us to see her facial reaction. And guys, it was priceless. But then, come to think of it, Cassia is not totally innocent. Like, she has been collecting sugar from the Mbadue twin and other male housemates as well, whining and grinding and twerking on them. Like, she was collecting sugar left, right, and center. At some point, she was at the middle. She was receiving all the love and all the, all the vibes, all the party. So on the internet, on the streets of the internet, people were there. They had different thoughts and different, conversations about it. And there was a school of thoughts that actually felt like it was a disrespect on Kelly Ray's hand, because he has been complaining about how Cassia has been playing with the guys. Fairme, before he got evicted, especially the nipple whinings, a bit squeezing and all of that. And how she has been dancing, and being always reminding her that she's a married woman, that she's doing this, she's doing that, she shouldn't do that, and all of that. But he is busy doing the same thing as well. But then, guys, it's not that deep. You guys asked for content, and I'm giving you content. You guys said the double K pair, they are boring, that they are not giving content, that people keep shouting the money is married, the money is married, but then they're not giving the content, they are just there. Some people said they would be pained if Kelly Ray emerges as a winner without giving them content and all of that, because this season of the Big Brother Naija has been quite boring and all of that. So, guys, it's not that deep. In all of this, Ozzy and Onyeka were not left out. Oh. They were glued to each other. A collab. They did not leave each other. They were just dancing and grinding and whining and giving themselves sugar, giving themselves love, giving themselves all of that. At some point, Onyeka had left Ozzy and had gone to dance with other housemates and dance with her sister as well. And we had seen Ozzy gravitating towards Victoria, and he was whining and grinding and dancing with Victoria. He even choked her seductively as well, and also grabbed her thighs, her leg, and played it like a guitar. Like, the love choke. After now, they will talk about triangle. You will come and say we don't know what we are saying. Anyways, it's all party vibes, all party dance, in the heat of the moment, and the party. They were all actually intoxicated with alcohol. Like, no one was left out. So maybe it's alcohol doing, the usual. Onyeka had later on come to meet Ozzy and Victoria while they were dancing. And Ozzy still did not leave Victoria. He was still dancing and whining. At some point, Onyeka saw that he was no longer, vibing with her. So she had left and gone to dance alone and, dance with other housemates as well. And Ozzy had stayed glued to Victoria till the end of the Saturday night bedu. He had stayed with Victoria till the end of the party. And immediately after the party, he had grabbed Onyeka for them to go and have a conversation. And then they had a conversation, and he was just telling Onyeka, he was just, professing love, forgetting his emotions, telling her how much he cares about her, how much he likes her, and how much, you know, loves her, and even asked her if she loves him too. And she was like, "Yeah, I care about her." And I was like, "No, that's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking if you love me." I said, "Yeah." He was like, "Don't worry, when we get outside the house, and when you come, you chill with us. When you're in Lagos, whenever you're in Lagos, I got you. Don't worry, I got you. If you want to roll on the same level that I roll on, you roll with me. But if you want to go higher, I will make sure I see to that. For life, for life. You're Jesus." They even cuddled to bed. Hmm, bestie and brothers and sisters. They cuddle to bed. If this is the way Onyeka is close to her sister, I for say okay, I will for understand. But her sibling in the house, she is not this close and this glued to her sister. And then they're calling themselves siblings, so that they see themselves as siblings, siblingship and all of that. So guys, I don't know what they are talking about. Oh. I don't know. I don't know the kind of friendship and bestieship that they are forming. And then, Ozzy, I thought you said you have a madam outside the house. What happened to that madam? What happens to boundaries? What happens to you guys just keep, if you guys want to play this game, you guys are two consenting adults. If you guys want to go do a ship, you guys want to have a strategy, you guys should do it with your full chests and stop doing kurukere waka. Stop doing playing hide and seek. Hmm? So, guys, this is where I hold it for tonight. Thank you for watching. I will see you all on the next one. Do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notification bell button to be amongst the first set of people to see my videos each time I post a new one. Also, share my videos to family and friends. You guys know I love you all. See you all. Mwah. Bye. Good night. Au revoir. Adios. Peace and love. Guys, network has been kind of slow, so I don't know when this video is going to upload. I'm going to edit it and upload it now, but I don't know when it's going to drop. So whichever time, I don't know if it's tonight or early hours of the morning that you guys are going to see it. But ciao, ciao. Bye, guys. Good night. Peace and love. Okay, bye, guys.